Good afternoon, everyone. It's David Porter. And I want to talk about lifestyle changes to help manage a variety of mental health problems. When you have depression, anxiety, problems with substance abuse, PTSD, insomnia, pathological anger, you probably are going to need to see a professional. You are going to need a psychotherapist, whether it's a psychologist or a licensed clinical mental health counselor or licensed alcohol drug counselor, to help you work through this and feel better. What I've heard a great description of psychotherapists, mind mechanics. I really like that. I heard that from a podcaster I listen to all the time, Jocko Willink. He basically, I believe he called them mind mechanics, or mechanics for your mind. I think that is a fitting and great description. So you need to see a professional. You get about 1 hour a week with this professional, depending on your insurance plan or what you can afford out of pocket and your needs. Maybe it's going to be 2 visits a week, maybe 3. That's going to be really pushing it, 3 visits a week. So you're going to get a maximum 3 hours a week with your therapist. You may need to take medication to help manage your mood. There are people who are so anxious or so depressed, so disabled by what they're experiencing, that they cannot get to a therapist and sit in a chair for an hour and focus and benefit without having something on board to take the edge off. May be necessary to talk to a psychiatrist who is a physician specializing in the treatment of mental health problems, or a primary care physician who is knowledgeable about mental health problems and or consults with your psychotherapist on this, on whether or not medication is needed, and if so, what meds are appropriate. You are going to have to do most of the work. If you suffer from any of the aforementioned psychological problems, you are going to be doing most of the work. You get 1 to 3 hours a week with your therapist. You may have a medication that you have to take every day, but most of the rest of the week is yours. What are you going to do with the rest of the week? Here are some very simple things that you can do, which I have found will greatly, maybe not greatly, significantly, substantially improve your mental health. And here's a rule of thumb. The better your self-care, the lower the dose of meds. The lower the dose of meds, the fewer side effects. So here it is. And yes, I'm acutely aware of some of the contradictions here that I'm about to state. Number 1, work out, exercise, run, bike, swim, walk, pick up heavy things and set them back down again. Now, yes, I am acutely aware that I'm carrying extra poundage right now, but I have actually gone down since the beginning of the year, and by 25 pounds, and I hit the gym regularly. I pick up heavy shit and set it back down again. And let me tell you something. No matter what your physical condition, 1 lifting session in the gym will yield immediate psychological benefits. Weightlifting can be a very long-term activity before you see any benefits. If you are exceptionally rail thin, if you have a thin skeletal structure and small muscles, an ectomorphic body type, it might take 3 to 6 months before you see any real results, and other people will probably notice it before you do. If you are very overweight, it will take months for you to see real results, but stick with it. You will get immediate psychological benefits. And I have said so many times, after leaving the gym, I'll find myself for about 4 hours walking around just going sigh of relief and release of tension I didn't even realize I was carrying. Get to the gym, pick up heavy shit, set it back down again. If you don't have access to a gym, get outside. Walk. Just walk. Someone else I listen to, another podcaster I listen to a lot, Elliot Halse, he says very simply in one of his videos, and I totally concur, just walk. Fundamental movement yields significant health benefits. And speaking for myself, I didn't realize the benefits from walking until I stopped doing it. Until I stopped walking as many steps a day as I needed and saw the weight come on. Walking is a great way to get exercise, manage your weight, and improve your mood. You need to eat right. You can't eat huge amounts of refined sugar, high fructose corn syrup, these horrible, nasty tasting chemical soups like aspartame and sucralose, this awful chemical aftertaste stuff like stevia. This stuff is shit. It tastes terrible, and there's a growing body of evidence that says it isn't good for you. I recommend steering away from all that stuff. Large amounts of saturated fat and sodium. It's not good for you. It's not good for you. And if you don't believe me, have a good look at me, because I've been guilty of eating too much sugar, too much fat, too much salt, and having a sedentary job. This is what you look like afterwards. This is the result. Like I said, work in progress. I'm correcting it. Fruits, fresh fruits and vegetables, lean chicken and fish and steak and pork and beef. What the hell's the difference between steak and beef? I need to Google that. I don't know. Whole grains. You want to eat healthy foods. And you know what? It doesn't mean you can never touch a piece of chocolate cake or a piece of cheesecake or apple pie. Go ahead. Now and again. Once a week. Eat clean even 80% of the time. Go 5 to 10 days of clean eating. And then, why is this guy stopped in front of my vehicle and backing up? What is he doing? They're all right. They're just looking for a parking space. What was I saying? Oh gosh, I totally lost my train of thought. Come on, recover. You want to eat clean, even if you're eating clean for 5 to 10 days in a row. Then you want to go ahead and indulge, get a pizza and some wings and some chocolate cake. Go ahead. Enjoy and savor it and enjoy it. And here's what I found. After about 7 to 10 days of eating clean, that stuff doesn't even taste good. It's overly sweet and cloying, and all you can taste is the salt. It's not even rewarding or enjoyable. You really do reset your taste buds or your brain, or you reset something where that stuff really is not even rewarding or desirable. But it takes me at least about a week to 10 days. Hydrate. Do not overlook something so simple as hydration. Hydrate. Lots of clean water. Number 3, you need to get to bed at a reasonable. Number 3, what do we have here? Actually, it's number 4. Hydrate. Eat right. And exercise. Number 4, sleep. If you walk around sleep deprived, you're going to feel it. Your concentration is going to be impaired. Your motor coordination gets impaired. If you have a problem with anxiety or depression, it's going to make it worse. You get to bed at a regular time, get up at a regular time. Whether it's 11, midnight, whatever time it is, get up. Go to bed about the same time every night. Get up about the same time every morning. Number 5. What do we have so far? We have eat right. We have hydrate. We have workout. We have sleep. Number 5, write in a journal. I've kept a journal since 1990. Before, sporadically, actually further back. I've kept journals since the 1980s. That's getting to be a long time ago. Write in a journal. You don't have to write every day. You don't have to write a paragraph or page after page. Whatever it is you feel like. When a significant event has occurred in your life, write in your journal. If you're going through a hard time, write in your journal. You had something great happen, celebrate. Record it in your journal. Write 10 pages, write 1 paragraph, write 1 sentence, write a couple of words, whatever you want. It's your journal. However you want to use it. But the idea is the stuff that is ricochets around your head, causing sprawl, got to get it out of your head. Get it out of your head onto paper with paper and pen, or an electronic medium, a Word document. an Excel spreadsheet, I suppose. That'd be kind of weird. Maybe make PowerPoints, whatever. Doesn't matter. Get it out of your head so it doesn't ricochet around and get infected and make you sick with psychological symptoms, and for that matter, physical symptoms. The other thing is, if you are so inclined, and I can't do any of this stuff, a lot of people can, play a musical instrument. Music is a great way to get the bad stuff, the anxiety, the depression, the boredom, the fear, the anger, to get it out of your head so it doesn't just stay inside you and make you sick. Play a musical instrument if you have the skill, or maybe it's a skill you can develop. Paint, draw, or sculpt if your skill is in that area. I can't do any of those things. I take photographs. I paint with light, as I've heard it called. I like to go out in remote areas and find wildlife to photograph. I like photographing features of an urban landscape, the architecture, old stone buildings. And these things, and by doing that, I get a measure of peace from a high-stress job and a very often, just stressful world. You do these things, you will improve your mental health to some degree. Okay, there's this woman sitting across from me in the parking lot staring at me, probably wondering what the hell I'm doing. I'm making a video. Maybe I'll tell her to go to my YouTube channel and watch the video if she's wondering what I'm talking about. So, try some of these things. These are lifestyle changes that will somewhat improve your mental health and help manage anxiety, depression, anger, insomnia, addiction, in addition to seeing a therapist and taking meds. Okay, everyone, gotta go. Battery's about to die. Thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe.